Hey guys, I'm back. All right, we're going to talk about mood today. Mood's a very interesting space. Okay, the you know what I mean by mood is we can be in a happy mood and we can be in a ornery mood, right? The state you're in colors the way you perceive the world. What I mean by colors, it's gives you a unique position to identifying and giving circumstances in your world meaning. Okay, that was long. So be mindful of your state of being. Be mindful of your mood. Okay, your mood is primarily just a stabilizing of consistent thoughts of a particular feeling or a particular register. Like what I mean by that is, when you're in a great mood, you're primarily, if you sit and notice and take inventory, you'll see that you're looking at things in an appreciative way. You're looking at things in a thankful way. You're liking what you have in your vicinity. And that's interesting because it's the mood that gives you like a position relative to the world around you. Okay, so again, thoughts create emotion. I had to sit back and okay, make sure I say this right. So you always have emotions relative to a thought and whether that thought's good for you or not. Okay, remember, good feelings are thoughts that you think, or things that you're paying attention to in your environment or in your life or in your memory or in your future, whatever you're planning, that aligns with you, that cooperates with your biology, right? So you therefore have a euphoric feeling within you. And then the opposite, negative stuff is, unfairness, not enough of, lack, being fearful, angry, whatever. That is counter. That's like that's like stroking the cat backwards, right, from the tail forward, right? It's like that resistance that you get, right? That's a weird analogy. But that resistance that you get is kind of like that, right? It's not like you're gonna die, right? It's not. It's just you have you introduce a little bit of resistance into your biology, and you feel it as awkwardness, as frustration, things of that perpetual space, right? Okay, so your moods are just a continuous sensation. It's like thinking. How do I say that's? Never thought of really trying to define this. So it's thinking a thought enough times to where it is permanent within you for a bit. You're technically in it. You're in it for a bit. So in other words, you've gained some sort of momentum with particular thought patterns. Again, we I think, if I haven't talked about it, I guess I eventually will. Thought patterns have a magnetism to them. They have a way of aggregating thoughts, right? Pay attention to that one time. Just clear your mind and then start thinking a thought, and then you'll start seeing how that thought, in relative how you feel, how they'll start collecting more thoughts similar to that original thought. It could be, you can be in a great mood, you can be in a bad mood, doesn't matter. But they have a magnetism or a filtration method or whatever they do. But it's a weird phenomenon, but I've noticed that they start clumping, right? Like in space, where planets are formed or bodies are formed by just pieces, collecting onto one another. And then as the pieces collect, then in that inertia, there's gravity that's starting to form by the mass of the collecting. And as it collects more and more and more, more and more is collected to it. It's like that, right? Like imagine your imagination is space, and the debris flying around our thoughts. And if you start focusing on a particular thought, the more gravity it'll start, collecting, and it'll start collecting other thoughts very similar to it. Like you could be pissed off, and you could be thinking about one particular thing that pissed you off, and then if you stick with that for a bit, you'll start seeing other things that have nothing to do with that start pissing you off too. It's just weird like that. Okay, and then once you're in that gravity space, that mood is like a something that's been collecting for a while. Once you're in that space, it has a gravity to it, like a magnetism that it's hard to jump out of. That's why when you're in a crappy mood, it's hard to even like remotely even think anything positive. It's just not possible. You're at the bottom of the ocean. It's so heavy, right? And so and the same thing with being happy. When I'm sure you've had times where you're just super excited, happy, whatever it is. Nothing can bring you down, man. Nothing can bring you down. And so a mood is just a result of thinking for a long period of time certain thought patterns that register into like a mass, right? And I hope that makes sense, man. Woo. So just be mindful of it, because that state of mood, that mood that you're in, will start affecting your reality if you don't catch it. Obviously, if you're happy, then, continue with it. I mean, there's nothing to change to, unless you want to be angry. Hey, do that. But if you're in a position where you're unhappy, you're stressed out, and a lot of us get to a point where we just yield to it. I mean, we just don't know any different. We can just be like, say you have a job that just, it's just full of stress all the time, or something, a home situation or relationship that's just stressful, and you just get used to it. You just compromise, and you just stay in the you stay in the tar, right? I was thinking about this stuff, and I'm like, I gotta keep the video clean. So, like, it gets heavy, but you just compromise. You just stay because of whatever reason, maybe exiting or changing positions, or just doing something else is perceived as something harder to do, right? And so that's okay. We all have life, and we all have things that we gotta do. I get it. And so just be mindful of the mood that you're in, because it'll start coloring the world around you. So if you're kind of upset, you're not gonna see the sunny side of stuff. And if you're happy, you'll see the sunny side of stuff for sure. And because you're in a more expanded space, because remember, when you're doing something agreeable to your biology, all your faculties are heightened. Your mind functions better. You can think into a solution space because you're in that space. Solutions are a good feeling space. Your mind is unlocked. When you're stressed out, your brain kind of shuts down, and it gets to a fight or flight circumstance where cognitive capacity is completely diminished, right? And so, I can go into that for later. But yeah, just be mindful of your mood, because I was in a crappy mood a little while ago. And so I was noticing that, dude, I am not enjoying myself. I gotta fix this right away, because I don't tolerate not feeling happy, right? Because I know what happiness feels like, and I prefer it, and I prefer to be aligned with myself, and I prefer to feel good. I prefer to be healthy or do healthy things for myself. So I go into the happy space. There's no anger, there's no frustration, there's no inequality that's worth suffering for, debilitating your health for, staying in that low vibration space for, because You can't think in that space. When you're angry, you can't logically think. You can't find solutions. You're so you're so focused in that space that your thoughts, your emotions, and your intentions are caught into a holding pattern because of the magnetism of perpetuated or a serial thinking patterns, right? And so again, thinking, you're the thinker, right? Your thoughts are not you. You're the thinker. So you can do what you want with your thoughts. It's all you. It's all you. It's all you. It's all you. If you want to feel good, then think thoughts, or figure out a way to switch from the way you're thinking to thinking something that's more agreeable to you so you can start feeling better. You're the thinker. You're the thinker, right? And so if you will only get to that point of wanting change when you're tired, right, of not being like I was tired of being grumpy. That but did you see, but that's another thing too. Oh, that's another video. But you know, when do you say enough, right? That's another question that will be answered in another video. But I didn't like it. I didn't like that perpetual feeling, so I decided, I created the intention, I want to get out. So I started thinking thoughts that agreed with me. I continuously did. I changed my mood. I started feeling correspondingly to those thoughts. Because I knew they were agreeable with me, I started feeling better. And bam, here I am. And so one of the ways, really, really quick before I close up the video, one of the ways that I initiate when I find that I'm tired of being in a certain mood pattern, how do I get out? First, you have to have the intention to want to get out, right? That comes in various ways, but you want out. So what you do is, you remember, you have three parts. You have your intention, you have your thoughts, and you have your emotions. So the intention was to get out. Second was, I have to get 2 out of 3 at least, right, to win the leverage part. So I have to ask myself, what do I need, or what do I need to do to feel good, or what do I want right now for myself? And I said I wanted happiness. Why do I want happiness? Because I like feeling good. I like feeling agreeable with myself. I like the way my mind opens up when I'm feeling good. So those are simple concepts, not easy to implement because obviously our mind space is very, very dismissed. However, it's it's the nucleus of us, right? It is the base of us, and so that's so funny, right? Because, you know, we're so caught up in the world, in the material world, that you know if something isn't, you know, you can't pick it up, smell it, and throw it, it's not real. And so be mindful of your thoughts, because whatever's outside was created from the inside, right? From your thoughts. And your emotions help you, your intention helps you, your thoughts help you shift. And you're the creator of your emotion, your state of being, your life. I chose to feel good. I then used the methods that I explain and I share with you guys to change that. And that's what this video is about. So I hope that was helpful. Leave questions if you have any. Please, please, please leave questions. I'm more than happy to assist in any way I can. I guess like and subscribe. That's what everybody says to do. But yeah, that would be helpful. And, you know, let me know how it goes. Peace. Have a great day. And I hope this video helps. Bye.